Guys, hello from Kyiv. Today is Friday, 24th of January, and Misha and I came to our usual spot near Michael's monastery. And what I can say, lots of news over the past couple of days, and since Monday I've been following the Trump speech and the situation about Ukraine, about the war. So that is I would like to discuss today in my video, and also covering some tragic events. For example, like this night it was explosions at 2 a.m. and people died in Kyiv region, three persons, and also was attack on Mykolaiv 2 days ago, and 3 days ago attack on Zaporizhzhia. So that is I would like to cover today. And of course, thank you so much for your nice comments and words about my previous videos. I was working last week and last 2 weeks with with filming veterans, and visit the animal shelter, like from the front lines. And thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, buying me matches, and for all these nice words. I'm looking for doing more projects like this and visit the pet shelter again. So just in case if you have not watched it yet, please watch it. And yeah, like let's start. So February this year will be exactly 3 years of the full-scale invasion, and if I'm comparing this year or even like last year to 2022, we successfully intercept rockets and drones compared to the very beginning. And now the mostly consequences of the attack happen by the shrapnel, because you never know when the rocket or drone will be intercepted and where the shrapnel will fall down. And this night Shahed aimed in 10-story residential building in Hlevakha, it's Kyiv region. I show you photos and videos probably in my Telegram channel that renovation this causing, and there are several injured people, and unfortunately in Hlevakha is one dead. And because of the shrapnel in Brovary, it's also Kyiv region, mostly like in the north. I also show you on the map. Couple died, marriage couple, and I saw also videos and photos how the rescue workers take out the body under the rubbles. And so altogether this night around 2 a.m. Because of the attack, shrapnel or direct strike, 3 people died in Kyiv region. And a couple of days ago, Russia attacked Mykolaiv with drones. It was 7 drones of attacking Mykolaiv, and thankfully there no one died, and was just injured people. And you know what makes me smile a little bit? Humor is our everything. Mykolaiv, the multi-story residential building, that is where the doctor lives, and at 1 a.m. he wrote the message, like in social media most probably: "Dear patients, unfortunately a Shahed drone hit my house and the apartment is destroyed. As a result, appointments may be slightly delayed. However, I'm still expecting to see everyone. Apologize for inconvenience." At 1 a.m. Almost 1 a.m. without 2 minutes. He wrote this message because tomorrow he's expecting to see the visitors despite everything. So when I checked like different comments and people who moved out of Ukraine in 2022, you know, we are like a country, we used to solve the problems very quickly. Like we have our app DIA, we have our like driving license in DIA, our passport in DIA. If you forget the documents, you just open the app and showing to the police or to the bank like confirmation, like your ID. And we used to have like weekly appointments by the doctors, like everything like super fast. And usually when it's because of the rocket attack our trains are delays, Ukrzaliznytsia, our Ukrainian railways say like apology, couple hours of delay because of the rocket attack, or no electricity, or hidden there's some lines. And like usually Ukrainians from abroad remember when it's like snow fall down in Germany, like other country in Europe, the trains stop operating. And a lot of Ukrainians seen like this post from the doctor, like despite everything, he's going in the morning to the job, maybe not early in the morning, because his apartment is destroyed. And a lot of Ukrainians make an example that they wait in half a year or 1 year abroad to see the doctor. So, it's like interesting for me. And like, so, it's like, I found this like a little bit funny, because what we can do in our situation, just smile. And if you survive, if you don't die in the attack, and just smile, continue working, support economy, and life is going on despite everything. Suddenly I remember about Mykolaiv, but I didn't finish the story about last night. The consequences also, the shrapnel hit the private house and the car in Chernihiv region, and also the house in Lviv region. So actually it's all consequences from attack of the last night. Also, I would like to speak about the attack on Zaporizhzhia, huge drone attack yesterday morning, 23rd of January. Russia hit the administration building, private houses, resulting of one dead, and injured up until now is 52, because first it was numbers 45, then 51. So I usually check in the information, and not nice to say, but right now is one dead. But sometimes, like it's happened within a month or 2 weeks, casualties died in the hospital, depends on how much they were injured. So Zaporizhzhia, up until now, one dead, 52 injured, among them 2 months old baby and 4 rescue workers that helping there. So also, like said, photos and images, the man's body covered, and near this body were sitting his dog Beam, and like couldn't let his owner alone. And daughter and mother, that is what I check in social media, they informed that this dog will be adopted by his friend. So that is also like huge strike, a lot of renovation causing yesterday, also showing the photos here on YouTube channel, and the photos and videos which I couldn't post here because of YouTube policy I added on my Telegram channel. So if you're interested in the description, the link is in the description box down below this video. So and also result of Zaporizhzhia attack, there is 20,000 persons are without electricity, and 17,000 persons are without heating. So that is all result of the attack. Now we can see that it's raising a question like, does really Putin wants to stop the war? And I continue later why he doesn't want. It's like what I check all the information, and Putin attacks civilians, our houses, and we just trying to stop Russia and making the collapse on their economy, and striking Russia deep inside. So this night we strike with drones the biggest oil refinery in Ryazan, and I see just epic photos and videos on social media, everything covered in fire. And of course, like what else we can do, just stop Russia, because they selling successfully oil for China and India, and sanctions since 2022 doesn't make such effect as we all thought. And if we destroyed oil refinery, this might help to collapse Russia economy and stop Putin aggression. And also we target time to time military objects, so it's our main goal. Instead, as Russia is aiming on civilians and children, and it's not for coincidence, what's happened also in summer in Kyiv. They hit the Ahmedid Children's Cancer Hospital exactly with the rocket X-101, which is very hard to intercept. And I remember this time we didn't have the F-16. It was in July, I guess, beginning of July. We didn't have the F-16 yet, because some type of rockets, it's very difficult to intercept from the ground, and for this we need the fighter jets F-16. So, and thankfully later we got them. So sometimes Russia using like their idea, like killing the civilians, and then the civilians will go to Maidan and protest and said Zelensky like give up the land, give up the war, and like finito, let's stop. But our brain and our we are very different from Russia, from their logic, let's say, and of course we want to have peace, but we need guarantees. This is what also Zelensky keep repeating last week, because I see that Trump start working on this, which I'm covering now, and like no one wants the war. Zelensky even mentioned many times that no one in Ukraine wants to fight. We fight to protect ourselves. We want to stop. We want to have peace, but give us guarantees. And Russia is aggressor and against Ukrainians. So what else? What we can do? So now I would like to a little bit cover the Trump speech and relating to Ukraine and Russia. For example, you may heard that he loves Russian people. He doesn't want to hurt Russia, and Russia helped to defeat Nazis in World War II, something like this. But I immediately think like Ukraine also played a huge role. Even if you just look the map of occupation, all Ukraine was under the occupation, and Nazi army just came close to Moscow. But in Ukraine, each family lost at least one member because of the war. So not Moscow helped to defeat Nazis, like all Soviet Union, including Ukraine, and Ukraine make also a very important role. So anyway, like we wouldn't speak deeper about that, but I see that he's trying to do everything to stop the war, and also said like to Kit Kellogg to stop the war within 100 days, and we expected to see Kit Kellogg in the beginning of January, but I see everything with huge delay, so we are just like waiting for some negotiations and next step and next plans, because one of the plans of Trump, he's trying to, and actually it was like what I checked some sources, successfully to reduce the price for oil. Like if Saudi Arabia sell the oil for cheaper price, this will be huge effects on Russia oil, let's say, in Russia economy. And that is actually good news, let's say, and new sanctions also, because Putin have to stop. And I checked the article from Wall Street Journal, which is lead me for new like ideas. It's I will add the link in description box down below, and I just added some screenshot. But there was like interesting sentence, and what they wrote. The Kremlin believes it has successfully stood up against sanctions, and Moscow has the capacity to withstand at least another year of the conflict, another year of war. So this is I start to think about this. Really, does Putin wants to stop the war? And which benefit he has? A huge benefit. And let's just look at this of position of Russia. A lot of factories producing like rockets and all this like military produced, which leads to what? To new and more working places there, people getting salary, and like people who is like okay with machines and some like all this stuff, then going to this factory earning the money, and the more people have working places, more money they have. This means they can buy more inside Russia despite the sanctions. So inside economy could be like succeed, he's producing salaries, pensions, like processes going on. And imagine the war would stop. That is like two scenario. Like why does he wants to stop? Because he has a like business inside Russia with people, working place, everything great, and maybe he will continue like stop the war and continue to produce for future plans. So and really, does it for him economically okay to stop this war? It's like now it's huge question. Maybe for him it's better to fight, and let's also see because of the sanctions. Previously, the Russian like millionaires, milliardaires invest in a property in Florida, California, Miami, like around the globe. And now what they do, they buy like houses in Sochi and like different Russia like vacation places, invest also inside Russia. So this is a question in my mind that he has process and making money, and main focus is war, and main focus Russia economy, and really that's what Putin wants to stop. I checked different military analytics, and it is like not my idea. I read this about that, and we don't know. So we don't know exactly what to expect, because we really need the guarantees. And my nearest plans for my future video, I want to do the video explain about everything, like why we need guarantees, about the Crimea, that our country were recognized, our border were recognized when we became independent in 1991. So I just want to explain more deeper, actually, like why people have to support Ukraine, and Ukraine is a victim in this aggression from Russia, and Russia want to have all of Ukraine, and really it's a big question, does Russia wants to stop? So guys, that's it for today. I continue to check in the news and update you on everything. We will see what is going on, and it's a huge question if we're going to stop within 100 days, which I don't think so, and a huge question even about this year. So let's see. And of course we won't live in peace, but we won't have guarantees that the war never will come to our land again, because just check, that is like small, I don't know, percentage of those who died in this war. And of course, Trump said different numbers about 600,000, 800,000 dead. But this war is no official information. One day we will know for sure, but I just like from this place I can say how much children grew up without their dads, how much suffer mothers and widows. So Russia is stole our lives and stole our happiness. Our life never will be the same as till 2022. I even forget how it is to live in peace. I forget some of my, like emotions and some peaceful days. I don't know, like a lot of being changed, and on psychology level and like on everything, because each time I'm thinking like I'm not sure about tomorrow, like not like even in case like I can die, but like let's say I'm not sure that tomorrow I will have the heating and electricity. I'm not sure that I can make the plans exactly tomorrow at 10 a.m. and that it would be the attack, and I have to stay at home, or something will be blocked, or I cannot achieve something. Like you cannot just make the plan and live like free life without any, I don't know, like always in my mind is like I'm planning for tomorrow, but could be doesn't work. You never know how you will sleep, how it will be loud, because if it's loud, I don't like to drive under the attacks, or going out, like because like going out is fine, but when it's like too much explosions, like this collapse in transport system, banks doesn't work, this doesn't work. Let's say also in December, Russia is making like different cyber attack on different like bank system and different register system. So like example is 19th of December was a huge attack on Russia, and we just like couple days ago the registers in Ukraine started working. So they just working on all fronts, and you like never know like if your plans could achieve like tomorrow, in 1 week, in 2 weeks, and many other things, even like so everything has changed, and never be again as before. And Russia just stole many things from us, and we are never forget. We never forget that our children lost their normal childhood. They go to school with a bomb shelter. It's hard to focus on something. You always have some interception, and like some breaks, like siren or this or this or this. Like it's as I say, like 30% of my energy and my life source is taken Russia like every day, because you're checking news, you're checking what is going on, what's gonna be now, later, evening, and it's like there is like no stability, and only people who lived in war zones, they understand what is this, like living without any plans, and without, like, you are like not sure. And yeah, so like this, it's like I just walking by this wall. It's wall of fallen soldiers, starting in 2014, and sometimes I passing by. It's always candles, flowers. People come here to remember those who died, because it's a lot of photos of heroes. And the place, the wall of the monastery is finished, and it start new building, and there's like barely no space to put new photos. And yeah. Oh yeah, guys, this for sure. That's it for today. Let's check in the news, and thank you for staying with Ukraine. Thank you so much for your support, for buying me matches, coffees, and watching my channel, for your likes and comments, and hoping for the best, and praying for peace, for guarantees for Ukraine, and the war will never start again. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. Goodbye. Misha is saying bye. A little bit cold for him here. He is a Californian guy, a little bit shocked, but soon is spring. And we survived the third winter during the full-scale invasion, despite all the ideas that we will stay without hidden electricity. Tanya, you have to pack. Tanya, you have to leave. Tanya, you crazy? Why are you staying? You don't know. There would be disaster in winter. That's okay. I even managed to charge my car without any problems during the winter. And like, I feel like, couple more days, like, okay, 1 week, and January is gone, February and spring. So the darkest period of this winter behind. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and yeah, goodbye, 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 goodbye.